Hey, you guys, where are you? I brought you over. Why aren't you guys over here so I can talk to you? Let me pull my camera up. Hey, Dale. Can you guys hear me?
Hey, Linda.
Hey, Dale, how you doing?
Good.
I thought I did something wrong because you guys weren't popping up. Okay, you're there. Billy hasn't come on, and I think there's one other person. We'll give him a chance. Do you have specific questions? Or do you want me to show you some stuff on Facebook?
Yeah, I'm just so clueless about Facebook. I almost need almost like the grade 1 instruction on Facebook.
Kindergarten?
Exactly. Well, I never really got involved with Facebook.
Until you get. Hey, Billy, can you hear us?
Yeah, I can hear you. Can you hear me?
Yeah. Hey, Billy, how you doing?
Good. How are you?
Good. All right. Well, I thought, one thing we could do is, Bill, have you been following people?
Yes.
Okay.
Wait, why isn't my video working?
Look on your, go up to the top of your, do you have a webcam on your computer?
There
Okay,
we go.
there you go. Hey, Billy. Okay, there.
Right.
I was thinking.
Hey, Billy, I'm Dale.
That's
Hi,
Dale.
Dale.
And Leonie may come on. I mean, she did register, but she's not popping up yet. But Billy, what I was thinking was, because I think I could point some things out to you. If we go to your page, your Facebook page, and show me what you're doing following, because I have a feeling there's some things I can point out to you that for you to get more engagement. Do you know how to screen share? If you click on the left-hand side of your screen, some different icons will come up. We just lost them.
Yeah, I see that, Linda.
You see that on the left-hand side?
Yeah, I do.
Because this is one reason why I wanted to do this way rather than on the phone, because if we want to screen share, let me see if he comes back on, because he's been following people, and I have a feeling he's probably doing some things or not doing some things that I could point out to him. I mean, I can pull my page up and show you guys, but I just kind of thought that might be a little bit more helpful, because he's new to Facebook and he's been following people. And if he doesn't have a lot of connections on Facebook, I mean, I know when I follow people, I'm looking for certain things that he may not be doing, but
right.
It looks like he cut himself off.
No, I think this is a great tool that you're using here to do this.
Yeah, this is, there's another one that actually I've tried out called GoToWebinars. You've probably heard of it. And it's got some things about it that I like. This is actually, believe it or not, this is a product of MLSP.
Right.
There he comes.
It just kicked me out. I don't know what happened.
Well, sometimes, Billy, you can hit things and you don't even realize it. But if you look over on your left-hand side of your screen, some icons will come up. And there's a green one. It's the second one from the top. It's got a little arrow. Do you see it?
Yeah, do you want me to do entire screen?
Yeah, click on it and share your screen, and let's go over to your Facebook page.
I'm just going to pull mine up while he's doing that.
Okay. Can you click, Billy, the entire page, because it's coming up so small, it's really hard to see.
Yeah, I did entire page.
Okay, all right, wait a minute, it just came up. All right, I'll stop talking and let the page come up. Okay. Oh, it's gotta let me. Okay. Oh, I was hoping that if I say something, so I'll shut up. Why don't you show me what you're doing, following people, so I can kind of just give you some feedback.
Okay, so what I like to do is I like to go and find MLM companies. I don't know if this is a good idea. Maybe it is, maybe it isn't. But I'll go to like top marketing companies, and I won't do the top ones, but I'll go to like for instance. Are you on my page? Is it following?
No, you went over to Google and you went to a website. Your page is missing.
Oh, it's not showing you?
No, you're on a Google page that you're going to an MLM website. Go back to Facebook. Can you do that?
No, yeah, I'm going to show you what I'm doing.
Okay.
Can you see it?
Mm-hmm.
Okay, so like New Skin, right? New Skin Enterprises. They're an MLM company. So then I'll go to Facebook, and I'll go to like New Skin. New Skin. What I try to do is I try to find MLM companies. Like that one's not pulling up a page. Let's try. Okay, we'll do Mary Kay, for instance. I don't really do Mary Kay, but I go to a MLM company's page, and I try to find people who are engaging through not liking, but I try to find people who are either commenting. Usually commenting, because the people who comment, they engage more. So, like Cindy Stokes, for instance. This is this is kind of where I get stuck. I find people who are interested in, MLM or building their own business, but a lot of the times when I find people, it won't like this. This is in a different language, but for instance, it won't let me comment on any of these, on anything.
Okay, go up to the top of the page again. Her page.
Okay. We'll go to this lady, Deb.
Okay. Part of what I'm seeing is, well, first off, she doesn't even have anything set for anybody to look at, and those aren't the kind of people that you're going to be able to interact with. So, let's go to Ray Higdon's page, Higdon.
What? Higdon's? Who?
Search for him, yeah, Ray, Higdon. He has a fan page and a profile.
Okay, you want to go to his?
Let's go to his fan page.
All right.
He's got a crazy number of people following him. And well, I'll stop talking. Go look at his pull down his page, and let's find a thread on there that's got a lot of likes and comments on it.
200's a lot. Not a lot of comments. 100 likes. 100 likes.
Well, let's click on one that's got where it has likes and it has 100. Let's click on that.
Okay, here's a good one. 75 comments. Right?
Right, and where it says, whatever the number is, likes, and it'll have a number of people, there's a little hover over it. Click on it because it should pull up. And actually, if you need me to, I'll go ahead and share my screen share and show you exactly. But if you click on that, it should pull up all the people that liked it.
Yeah, are you seeing it?
Yeah. Okay. You want to go through that and look for people that you have. Now, you may not have a lot because I'm sending you to people that I know I'm friends with. You may not have a lot of ones that you have mutual friends with, but let's see if there's anybody, because that's what you want to look for.
Here we go. Two mutual. You, Linda.
If you hover over that person's name, if they have their follow button exposed, you should be able to follow them.
Chris Jones.
Try Matthew. Yeah, because I'm friends with him.
It's only add friend.
Okay, so keep going through the thread. Keep looking for more people you have mutual friends with.
David Rice. This is just add friend.
Okay, keep going. It's amazing to me how many people don't have the follow button exposed.
Yeah, mostly all of these people. Here's a like. Yeah, none of these are follow.
Well, actually, there was somebody else there that you had a mutual friend with. Hover over her name. I couldn't see it. It went too fast.
Right here.
Yeah.
Jay and Rickard.
Okay, hers is exposed. Click on it.
Oh, that's what you mean. Hover over it and it'll say
Yes.
follow. Not
Yeah.
right here, but right here.
Yeah. Yeah.
Okay, so follow her.
Wait, follow her. And what you're doing is when you follow somebody like that, they get a message. And you're activating people to you, and it's something that you know, you could spend. I don't spend a lot of time. I do maybe 15 minutes in the morning, maybe 15 minutes when I get another chance, and just go through and do maybe like 30 people. You have a limit on Facebook of 5,000, but for somebody that doesn't have anybody following them, they're going to get that message, and they're going to come over to your profile, and they're going to start checking you out. And then you know, naturally, then when you follow them, their stuff is going to come through your news feed. You want to start looking in your news feed in the morning for things that you can comment on. And actually, when you know, if you want, I'll take my screen and I'll show you exactly some of the. I try to stick to personal stuff with people, you know, making comments just on the threads. But the more you start doing that, you're just going to be having more and more people coming over and checking you out. And I did want to make a couple suggestions with your own profile. Get a friend or somebody and ask them to take a couple of pictures of you and put a good picture of yourself up in your profile. If you haven't done that, and try to put something on the cover page or the back of your profile. It could be something you like. I mean, Billy, I know you work out. You could put, I don't know, if you want to put a picture of a gym or, you know, something, or if you got a hobby, just so when people come to your page, they see a picture of you, a good picture of you, and they get an idea that, because you go through people's profiles and you look at down their profile and you try to find stuff out about them. And if you guys want, I mean, I'll go over to my page and bring it up and I'll show you exactly what I do. And that's one thing I want to start telling you guys to start doing. And Dale, you've been asking me about the follow button, and I'll show you, because both of you guys, I'm not sure if you have your follow buttons exposed, but if you don't,
I don't. Yeah, I do not, Linda.
Okay. Billy, do you have yours exposed, or you don't know?
Yeah, I have mine. I have everything exposed.
Okay. All right. If you want me to, I can just to kind of show you what I do to give you an idea, and to start. I mean, you don't have to spend more than 30 minutes a day doing that. But if you want me to, I'll go over to my page. Another person's page I go to, I'll show you, who has got a hell of a lot of activity on his profile. And there's a ton of people there and on, you know, this niche. But let me just. You
want me to stop screen sharing?
Yeah, you can. Let me go over. I'm going to go over and get my Facebook page and show you. Now, if you guys don't know, do you guys know who Eric Worre is?
Yeah.
Okay. He's one person. If you're not spending any time, you can see here. This is his fan page. He's got 751,000 likes over that. And if you come down and you look through the thread here, like, well, this only has 122 likes. It's 1.2 million views on the video. Okay, this one, he's got 1,507 people that have liked it. If I click on this, Now I'm almost up to 5,000, so I'm running into the problem. I got to try to keep working within that. But if you go through this thread, there's 1,500 people. I'll start going through this and see who to follow. And a lot of these people, they don't have their no, this person does follow. I'd click that. A lot of them on here you can find I don't have any mutual friends in common. But I'll just go through, and he's a great person just because he's got so much so much engagement on his page, and he is the biggest name in this space. So now I'll just go through, and I start doing this like every day. I spend no more than 30 minutes a day going through and following people.
So you just follow and move on and follow and move on and follow and move on?
Right, and then I look for, in my news feed, I'll start looking for these people because the other thing that following does is it's kind of like being friends, but it's not.
It puts their posts up on your page, right?
Correct. And they can see, and if anybody that's following me, they can see my post too. So when you see something that's coming through, and check your news feed in the morning, or do it in the morning, afternoon, whatever your schedule. I mean, you work that out. Start commenting. See stuff that don't go, writing stuff just for the hell of it, but try to look for stuff that you see that there's comments on it that you can put something in there. And I'll show you. Actually, my screen's. Now this person I'm already following, but Eric Worre's page is a great page to go on. Ray Higdon, Diane Hockman's page. Diane gets a lot of engagement on hers. I mean, there's a bunch. David Wood, if you don't know who David Wood is, go check him out. They get a lot of engagement on their pages that you can find threads like this. Now, this person, I've got 132 mutual friends. Let me see if I'm following him. And I am following him. And, I mean, I'm running into the problem now. You guys won't have to worry about this for at least 6 or 8 months. I mean, I'm up to the point where I'm just about at 5,000.
5,000 following people?
Yeah, and there's a limit on that for friends and following. So I'm having to go in and kind of keep that number down so I can keep following people. And I don't want to get into that with you guys tonight because you're not at that.
You're not even there yet, right?
Right. But here, I'm not following him. And it's unfortunate, but that's the way Facebook set this up, and our profiles, honestly, they didn't set them up for us. They didn't really mean for us to be doing business, but there's a million people on here, and for networking, you need a profile. For business, and if you want to do any paid ads at any point, you need a fan page, and your fan page too. You can't get access to the groups, so you do need your profile. And I still have a couple hundred friends of mine that either I went to school with them or I worked with them, and I mean they all look at me like, you're like, well, what the hell are you doing? But I didn't want to make another profile just for friends and stuff. So those people, they probably get annoyed with some of my stuff, but I mean, some people will set up a profile just specifically for business. That's up to you, but I never did. So, depending on how many friends you had, I had a page in 2009 before I ever started working online, so I just didn't want to start again. And it's kind of interesting because I've had some family and friends opt into some of my stuff. And then I see them in my autoresponder, but it depends on. And you can see now, I saw Billy commenting on the thing in Kings and Queens, but this is, as far as the following, this is all I do. But you just have to get into a habit of starting to do this every day, and you'll start having, what ends up happening with me, I get people messaging me, or on my profile, you guys can do this, it's really inexpensive. Anytime I post anything anymore, I got a branded domain. You can get one if you go to Google 99-cent coupon for GoDaddy. You can get a domain name for cheap, for like 99 cents.
Leon Colson,
yeah.
You can't get on.
She can't get on.
Yeah,
Let
because
me
nobody's here.
see. Let me go into. Sorry for a second. Let me go into my webinars account. Yeah, I'm not sure what she did. Yeah, she looks like she registered twice.
So after you follow people, are you waiting for them to engage with you, or?
I try to take the lead and make a point to look for things I can comment on, because some people they're never going to respond. You can message people, they're not going to respond to you. I've messaged people, they never answer, and you just kind of have to. I mean, I could follow 30 people in a day, maybe one will respond or come over or leave it. Some of them will come on my timeline and say, nice to meet you. And I'll show you something else that I'm doing. Here. Let me just answer her. You can't. She's not. I don't have a feeling she's not doing something correctly.
Hey, Linda, she might have to just refresh the page.
That's a good idea.
Yeah, one time I waited on the school webinar on the summer school, and it was like 8:30, and it was still a black page, and I finally refreshed it, and I missed the first 30 minutes of it.
Sometimes, I mean, sometimes this software can be a little funky. Let's see if she. Well, let me go back to my page. Let me know if she gets on. So I'm Billy, to answer your question. Like, see now, Amber, I know Amber. What I'll do is I'll see her, and I try to interact with people I don't know. I know Amber, but sometimes when you start knowing people, it helps. If you see us, like she's got 20 likes on this and some comments, to just jump in, because what that does is you're exposing yourself, and you want to expose yourself to a bunch of people. And I tag the person, like I'm going to tag her in this, because she'll get a message. Anytime you see how her name's highlighted, anytime you tag someone, they get a message that you're responding. So I'm just going to say, and her and I, we kid around.
Wouldn't they see that you left a comment without tagging them, Linda?
I say that again?
Wouldn't they see that you posted a comment without tagging them?
Sometimes no, because if the person's getting a lot of messages and tag, they're not gonna. I mean, I'll if I'm not on Facebook and I come back, I'll have a load of friend requests and messages. And sometimes when you come up here, if you click this little world thing, see how these are all highlighted? Yeah. These are messages of either a post that I had, or on my page, or I've got a bunch of groups I'm admin. Certainly, like Leonie, she's leaving another message. Okay, but I check all these, and now see, she posted again. Okay, she's going to try it, but these are all, and I can go down these. I kind of scroll through these to see who's, if there's something that's, I've got a group that I have a course that I'm doing, but if people are leaving me questions, I'll go through this to see, and try to, I spread my time out, but because these are coming from groups I belong to, friends, and in the MLSP group, And I would encourage you guys. This is My Lead System Pros community group. I mean, and this kind of stuff in the groups, like a group like this. This is about networking, and your network is one thing, and your prospects and your leads are something else. But I try to spend some time in here every day, either commenting or whatever, just because there's a ton of people in here that you can network with and interact, and you never know. At some point you may do business with some of these people. Not MLSP, but all these people are in this space. They're building home businesses. You don't know somebody that you could meet in here that you form a friendship with. But so I mean, this group is awesome. You got questions, or you just want to you find something out on your own about MLSP. Just come in the group and share it. This is a great group for support. Dale, you got that, you have somebody on a trial. I mean, even if you go in, I don't like going in and tooting my horn. That's not my style. But if you get a result or something, post it in here. A lot of people post when they recruit somebody in here. I don't like to do that. I mean, I give people the link to this to join it, but this group is, a great space to just get to know other people. And people come and post questions. So, I mean, this is just one of the groups that and you can see, I think there's like 16,000 people in this group. But this is about networking, and I mean, you definitely want to network. So, if you're not making use of this group,
if you post a comment and you want to make sure that that's noticed, wherever you're posting, you want to tag them?
Well, if it's not specific, say you just have a general question,
right.
You don't want to really tag anybody, because anybody, like I'll come in here, if I see somebody's got a question and I can answer it, I will. Sometimes, you're trying to get someone's attention, then you do want to tag them. I know Jim, Brian Finale is the owner of, he's like the founder. His brother Jim, like if you have questions about Funnelizer or the CRM, he's kind of the person that designed it. I would probably tag him. I mean, I know I had an issue a while back. I just tagged him because I sent a thing into support. They didn't know. He's probably the guy that's going to, if he doesn't know, he'll figure it out. That kind of instance. Or if I want to just give somebody a shout out about something, I would tag the person, that kind of thing. I mean, use your discretion. Or if you, like Melanie, who's, and I'm trying to think, there's another woman, she's their social media thing. If you've got a particular thing that you don't know about, you might want to tag somebody.
And when you tag somebody, how do you do that? So I leave a comment and I want to tag them.
Well, tagging, I can do something in here.
You can do the @ symbol and then their name.
What was that?
You can do the @ symbol, like the at Gmail, at Hotmail. You got to do @ and then their name, and it'll pop up.
If you're not friends with somebody, you can't tag them. Then the other thing, what Billy was just saying, if you're following the person and you put an @ sign in front of it,
yeah,
it will tag them. But if you're not friends or following them, you can't tag somebody, and they have to be it's hard. I mean, you might be able to do it, but to tag somebody that's not in this group, like I couldn't tag one of my friends on Facebook that that I went to school with. It wouldn't let you. So those are kind of the two things with tagging.
Okay.
People. Like if I go in, let's just go back into this group, our group.
Well, if I was
Guys.
going to comment on one of your posts, before my comment, I would have to have the @ sign Linda Bama, and then put my comment.
Well, since we're friends, Dale, you don't have to.
Right, but I'm just saying, if I was to tag that comment, that's how I would do it?
Tag a comment?
Well, I'm trying to understand this.
Okay.
When you say to tag somebody and Billy says it's the @ sign plus their name.
Well, when you're not friends with somebody and
Right,
you're following them, if you do the @ sign like he was saying, you can tag them. Like I
Right.
do that. I've got like over here. I'm following almost 5,000 people. I'm not friends with any of these people. One of the ways I'm interacting with people another way, and I'm trying to trim this follow thing down, because if I become friends with some of these, then it'll lower my follow number. But I'll do this. Like I'll go, and I was just doing this earlier before we got on. I'll just go down, and like I'm gonna go to Craig. I'm following him. We're not friends. I'm gonna send him a friend request. I'm gonna come over here to his timeline, and I'm gonna leave a comment. I'll put something. Now, see, what he's done is, well, bunch of people are commenting on this. I'll put the @ sign because I'm not friends with him. It won't work. And if I do Craig Wilson, and this is his, I'll put and just say, I'll just say put cool. You can see it goes blue.
Right.
See, so that's because I'm just following him. I put the @ sign that I can tag him on this. If I wasn't following him and I'm not friends with him, if there is a way to to tag people, I haven't figured it out. But that's the distinction, because I know people say to me, "Oh, when I'm following these people, I can't comment." Well, you can, but you got to put the little @ sign.
I got you.
In a group, though. I mean, this is out on Facebook, but in a group, the person has to be in that group for you to tag them.
Okay. So when I'm going through looking to follow people, I should first pick people to follow where I have a mutual friend with. Correct?
Correct.
Okay.
And let me show you why because I know, Dale, you've been asking me this, what you do, how you want to, on your own profile, and I still can't believe how many people don't know this, set your follow button to expose. If you come up here to the little caret and click this,
Right.
and go to settings, and come over here to followers, you have two choices, everybody and friends. You want to make sure yours is on everybody.
And that's exactly what I did, but my follow button's not showing up on my Facebook page.
All right, let's go over to your page. Yes, it is.
Well, I'll tell you what. That had to just happen.
I don't know.
I mean,
I'm losing. I don't know if the sound. You're sounding really muffled. I can hardly hear you.
But by me seeing that on my page, it's like you just pulled a magic trick.
I didn't.
Now here's the other thing. This is my profile page.
Right.
Should I also have a fan page?
You should. And let me just say, try to get some cover image up here. I don't know if you have hobbies, but it'll just, I mean, like on my page, see how I put this picture up of me get my award. I don't know if you have a picture of something, just something more personal, because this is your profile. I would encourage you at some point to get a fan page. Let me just say this about a fan page. A fan page is a lot harder to build up. I mean, this is my second fan page because in the beginning, I wasn't branding myself.
Right.
And I had a bunch of likes. Facebook wouldn't let me merge the pages, so it was like starting again. But this is a lot harder, and we can do a whole thing just on fan pages. But there's some stuff on fan pages that you can't do on your personal profile. Like every single video I do, I upload it on my fan page, because right now, if you guys are going to do video, get a fan page and put them up, because Facebook is paying more attention to video right now.
Right.
So, I mean, I upload all my videos on my YouTube channel. I've got them here, and now I'm putting them up on my blog. So that's one thing. You can upload videos on your profile, but Facebook is really kind of frowning on that. Some other things, let me just come back up here. This is where you would do all your paid advertising. They used to let you, on your profile do a thing called, I think they called it a promoted post for like $6.99, and it just, what it did was it boosted that particular thing up higher in your news feed. Any kind of paid advertising, and I'm not even going to try paid advertising on Facebook. I am looking at a paid strategy that I can share with this with you guys later, once I start doing it and see what kind of results I get. That's a whole other ball game with Facebook ads, and I haven't had a much like of getting any of mine approved, and to me it's just not worth the time. But some of the cool things, and since we're all in MLSP, you can set up on your fan page and applications. This is an MLSP capture page, and I get leads off of this, that when people come they just opt in and it sends them to a video. I also hooked up, you can integrate your Aweber accounts and set up, this is for my newsletter. You guys can do this easily too, and I have some videos if you want to do it, but this is a whole different ball game, and really at some point you want to get a fan page, but they are harder to build up, and I'm kind of now going back and forth between both of them. I mean, you can set up if you got a blog, and MLSP, if you guys don't know it, they're going to be giving everybody blogs as part of your account, a WordPress blog. This is and I just set this up recently. It takes people right over to my blog, so you can. There's things here you can't do on your profile page. If you don't have one, and you want to get one up, I've got a video for that too. It's not hard to get them up. It's free. You are getting, traffic. It's on a public site so people can come to it. But I mean, you may want to start with your just your profile, and then get a page up. If you are going to do a page, put it under your name, brand yourself. You don't want to put it under a company or anything else, because you're branding yourself. But right. I mean, I have both. I know people that have multiple pages. I don't really think that. I mean, I think it's hard enough to do two, let alone have a bunch of profiles and a bunch of fan pages. But yeah, this is, I mean, it's something you want to work towards, but if you're still trying just to get your, because what I end up doing, and what you would start to do is you'd want to start to invite your friends over to your fan page. And if you don't have a lot of friends or a big following, your fan page is probably going to be kind of lacking too. Right. So I would start with the profile. I mean, you're never going to get access to the groups from your fan page. I mean, there's a lot of you'll hear different people tell you different things, that some people, they don't do anything business on their profile, and I just think that's really kind of hard to do, because if you want to network, and most of my leads I've generated 5,000 leads with my Lead System Pro. Most of them are from Facebook and YouTube. They're free. So, and I am messing around with some paid strategies, but a lot of people don't think that you can do and build any kind of business on your profile, and I've seen people do otherwise. So, and you can't network with your profile. So,
I think where I am as far as my Facebook education goes, I'll get through my profile page, and then, like you said, we'll do maybe another one of these about the fan page, down the road. But I want to at least get that right and understand it.
Yeah, and I mean, I would encourage you to do that. I mean, I just was talking to somebody else that's he's getting ready to sign up, but he's having the same kind of thing, and he's got, I don't know why, but he's set up 2 fan pages and a profile. And if you're starting out, I just think that's too damn confusing.
Okay. So from a profile page is where I should go and start to follow people.
Right. You can't follow people on your fan page.
Correct. Okay. Well, that's something I could at least get active with now that I've got my buttons at least correct.
Right. And the following, I mean, it's like a and I've talked to Billy about this. The following kind of thing is just doing it consistently every day, and you start to see things build up. Because I mean, now I'm getting all these friend requests from people I don't even know who they are. I mean, I've never had a conversation with them, And after you start, I mean, the first time I learned how to follow, well, I'm really compulsive. In 10 days, I mean, there's a 5,000 follow limit. And I was every day like following 500 people. And I'm getting all these people to my and thinking, oh, this is great. And I had no idea there was a 5,000 limit. And then I started getting an error message from Facebook. And then it's like, because now I'm up to 5,000 just about. They will stop you. So you don't want to go crazy with it.
So would you, based on your responses from people that you decided to follow, when you are where you are with the cap limit, do you want to go back then and maybe unfollow some people?
That's what I'm messing around with some things. The one thing I was showing you, because it's really kind of, I mean, I'm trying to get some of the ones that I've had some engagement with to become friends with, just to try to move some of them over so they're, and it's, I don't want to unfollow all of them because I don't want to go back and find that I'm following the same people, because then that's kind of like spinning your wheels because there's so many people here. So
Right.
I've been messing around with that. I've been kind of sticking to, I'm not following any more than 20 or 30 people a day so I can keep the number down. Yeah, that's one of the, because we're working off a profile, and technically Facebook doesn't want people doing business on your profile. And the follow thing, I got to tell you, it's so non-invasive. I mean, you're not spamming anybody. You can't get in trouble with Facebook. If you message too many people in a day on Facebook, you can get in trouble. There is such a thing called Facebook jail. If you get in it, and I haven't been in it like in a year and a half, I was in it all the time when I first came on, you're going to be stuck and you're not going to be able to do too much.
What should you try not to do to get so you're not in Facebook jail?
Say that again?
What are some of the things you want to try to avoid so you don't get in Facebook jail?
Okay. You don't want to send too many friend requests in a day. You don't want to be, all the Facebook groups. Like I belong to like 500. If you guys, I don't know if you guys spend any time in these groups, other than the ones like the private group I have set up or the MLSP group. They're the worst prospects. But if you go, let me show you one of these. If you don't want to go in one of these groups, these people are in here, they're spamming their links all over the place. It's the same damn thing. Like this one's got 25,000 people. People say, oh, I make over 100K in a month. And I mean, these are not professional marketers. And if you go in and you start doing, dropping your links in too many of these groups in a day, you'll be in jail.
Right.
And there's time, and I did, well, that when I first got on the Facebook, that's the first people I met. It's not the crowd I'm running with now. They say, oh, you can go and get a ton of leads. Yeah, you can get some leads that way, and maybe I got a couple sales, but I got to tell you, you could spend a hell of a lot of time in here, and yeah, they're free leads. But
if they're worthless.
Right. Now look at this. I mean, that's the kind of crap that's in there. It's all, and some of these people, they just don't know any better. I mean, I realize that, but they are the worst prospects. I mean, a better use of the groups is, like the My Lead System Pro. I've started a few groups, like the one of ours. There's this is something else I'm doing that's in launch right now. That they started this group. This is a good group to go in and and exchange information and stuff. But these are the kind of groups that are either with a program or there's a topic that you're interested in. Like I joined a blogging group recently. That you go in here, post questions. People are sharing, like they write a post and they go in here and share some of their blog posts. Those are the kinds of groups that are worth spending your time. It's these other ones. I mean, if you really feel like you're just not getting any leads, and you want to do that at first. But some of the things, if you start conversations with people, and I like to try to ask a question when you comment on something, because at least you're giving the person, say, hey, come back and answer me, and you can start a conversation that way. The event thing, which I could show you guys that tonight. I did that on one of the webinars. You can set an event up on Facebook and put, if you wanted to do something, take one of your capture pages from My Lead System Pro, or give one of the free trainings or the cheat sheets away. That's a great way to get leads. There's some stuff on a fan page I can show you that's free too. If you don't want to get into any paid advertising, and when I started, I didn't really have any money, so I was looking to do free leads. But the groups, I don't know, if you find one that's worth your time, let me know.
Yeah, for sure. I think my goal initially is just to kind of get the mechanics down, get a foundational understanding of how Facebook really works and interacting with people and building some relationships through positive commenting or question asking. And then once I've got through that, and I'm maybe got at least a 6th grade education instead of a 1st grade, I could graduate to the fan page and then, then start to even think about paid advertising.
Well, and I want to point out to you guys, and try to get into the habit of this. I usually post once or twice a day on my timeline, because the people that you're activating, they're going to come look, and that what you want is for people to come and start commenting, and you to be doing the same thing. Like if there's somebody that you've kind of connected with, if they post something on their page, go over and like it. Because this is, now, when I first started, I wasn't getting anybody to comment, but I kind of do an 80-20% rule, 80% value, 20%. I'm just, making a comment here. Promote the webinars, like especially the one tomorrow night, the Wednesday webinar.
Right.
I did this morning. I've got this tool I can give you guys. It's free, called Photofunia. That's Mark Harbert in the background, if you don't know him. That I was able to take this, they've got all these cool templates, put what I wanted in here, and then I put this is my link for the Wednesday, and I've gotten sales and people signing up this way, and promote it.
Yeah, if you can send a link for that tool, that'd be awesome.
Okay, yeah, I can give you guys both of it. It's a cool tool. It's free. You can find your own images and upload them. Like if you have a picture of yourself, and if you've got a picture of yourself and you want to put something out, I'd encourage you to do that because you're branding yourself. And people are seeing, you're putting your name with your face.
Right.
I put Mark there because, I know Mark, and this is a thing that he's doing tomorrow night, but. And I have pictures. I could put a picture of me there, but it wasn't really about me. But
Right.
I'd encourage you. There's the Hangout on Mastermind on Mondays at 4. The Hangout tonight. It's Tuesday night at 9, and then the big Wednesday webinar. And be promoting stuff just on your own timeline. That the more you do it, you're going to get people to come back to your page, and they're going to opt in. It's another way to get leads. Or take one of the like the Facebook cheat sheet or the Instagram, under system campaigns in your back office. There's a bunch of free trainings on Facebook and Twitter. Give those away.
And this is all on your profile page.
It's all on my profile. I'll do an 80-20 mix on my profile of, that I was doing summer school last night. But I'll just post, like that was just a tip about Facebook. That was something else that I'm doing. And just ask, questions, when you ask questions on your profile. I guess that was on Sunday. I was just asking, do you use a Mac or PC? You're just bringing people to your page.
Right.
And nothing weird. Just you're talking. Or if you take it, if you're on a vacation or you got kids or dogs or boyfriend, girlfriend, whatever. Put pictures. People want to know you're real.
Right.
I don't have any children, so I'm not posting pictures of my kids, and I don't have a dog right now. But stuff like that. Babies. Babies. People go crazy about dogs.
Right.
Family pictures. Somebody put a picture. I guess it was a wedding picture that went absolutely. There were like a couple hundred likes on it. People post different things. One woman put, I don't know why she did that, she put a picture of her husband in hospice, a couple days before he was going to die, on all these IVs. That does get engagement, but that kind of stuff I don't understand. if you go someplace with your husband, your wife, your girlfriend, your boyfriend, post it. And you'll be amazed at some of the engagement you get.
Right.
I mean, I posted, where is this? This thing got like 140 likes on it, about somebody messaging me after Diane was here and she gave me my award, and she posted all these pictures, and somebody was messaging me saying, how much did I have to suck up to get her to do that? And I posted it, and this thing went crazy. It always surprises me what gets
attention.
attention. And I mean, you could think something like, well, that was from the pictures, but there's this other one that was down here that was crazy, the number of posts. But I've seen other things that have gotten okay, this is it. I got 137 likes and a crazy number of comments from people. And there's a guy, actually, his name is Kai, K-I-A, Lo, L-O. He's on Facebook. You should look him up because, well, let me pull him up. This guy gets a crazy, and he lives near me. He lives in Philly. This guy was in jail. He couldn't get a job. You want to talk about a story? And your stories sell. And he showed a picture. He bought a Mercedes recently, and he's put some pictures up with his girlfriend to make it. Look at this. He's just talking, telling people. He had 294 likes on this.
Right. So when you click the timeline, that opens up that box for you to go ahead and give your message. Then you're hoping people will comment on it.
Right.
Okay.
And a lot of these.
Suck the air out of the room.
Right. A lot of these I'm friends with, but a lot of these I'm not. Like, I would go through this because he's in it. I mean, it's still all this home-based business industry, but a lot of these people, they're not in MLSP. I mean, there's a ton of people. This guy's not quite up with Eric Worre, but he's got such a following, and he's got a great story. And I've seen him post about it, how he was in jail and he couldn't get a job. And he worked like a dog for, he said he never went out. He just worked on all this. And he posts some of the simplest things, and people go crazy over it. But I mean, look him up, and definitely come over to his page. He probably has 5,000 friends, but you could at least follow him and see his. This is like a great post. It's a longer one, but to comment on. And when you comment on something, or if you go through this thread, another thing I do, I'll open this up. If there's somebody in here that says something, I might respond. See how Facebook set this up? If you hit reply, you can reply. It's right underneath the person.
I gotcha. Yeah.
You could tag him here and comment, and then see if he answers you. Like, if I hover over him, now see, I'm not following him, and I'm not friends, so I'll just click on that. But you can respond right to somebody. And the other thing that does is, too, this is a long thread, and there's a lot of people on here. You're getting your name out there, and they see, and you say, try to stay away from the same stuff that everybody else said. Like, oh, that's awesome.
Right.
And think of something, because basically a lot of this is about setting yourself apart from the masses of people.
I got you.
Billy, are you still there?
Yeah, I'm here.
Okay, you're not saying anything.
I'm not trying to suck the air out of the room, Billy.
No, I'm in a situation where I have to have leads, or I'm gonna have to do something. I understand I'm gonna have to follow people and connect with them, but at some point I'm gonna have to make the sale.
Mm-hmm.
So
You gotta get leads first. Do you have an autoresponder?
it's not active. I don't. No, I don't.
Because in MLSP they give you an autoresponder. They'll send out follow-ups, but once you get the lead, you need to be communicating with them. And that's and the autoresponder that's attached to MLSP, it doesn't give you the ability to email people, because what I do is, like, over a course of a month is, I'll send stuff out, email them about the webinar, like the one tomorrow night, If I find a post somewhere about an article, or I have some sort of a video I did that's free training, sending that kind of stuff out, because you're basically communicating with the people once you get the lead, because the average person, it takes 4 to 7 exposures before they'll buy anything. I mean, they're not going to completely buy from you.
There's so many similarities as you're going through this Facebook exercise. Now, I do quite a bit on LinkedIn for my other business, and the people I've met, and there's been a handful of them that were literally game changers for me from an income standpoint, or that person having the key that unlocked the door that I would have never thought in a million years I would have met this person on LinkedIn. But there's a fair amount of similarities, and I don't know if either one of you are very active on LinkedIn, but I'd be more than happy to reciprocate some value here and do a webinar with what I know on LinkedIn and show you some strategies on search function, how to refine your searches, how to identify the groups and participate in groups. You kind of get the same thing where people are asking you, for a connection request, different things like that, and it goes right back into what you're showing us on Facebook. Build that relationship and see if there's an opportunity to collectively do business.
Right, and I am on LinkedIn. I have done. I mean, I get a few leads because there's times I'll syndicate my videos out to LinkedIn. But yeah, if you want to do that, I mean, I tell people, and Billy, I'd encourage you to pick one strategy when you're first starting and do it until you master it. Because if you try,
yeah, I definitely want to do Facebook for sure.
Okay. Because I mean, to master it, because I've seen people, they try to go, they're all over the place, and you just never get. I mean, when I first got on, I did Facebook, and then I wanted to learn how to do videos. So I mean, and I do get leads from my YouTube videos too, but you don't want to spread yourself out too thin. And I'm on Google, I'm on Pinterest, I'm on LinkedIn, and Twitter. And Twitter, yeah, I do have some people follow me on Twitter, but to be honest with you, I don't know anything about Twitter, and I'm not, it's not on my list. But pick one. I mean, if you're already using LinkedIn, I'd say keep using it. But if you want to learn Facebook,
yeah, right now, learning Facebook has really all my attention, and this exercise tonight was very helpful. Hey, I just want to ask you one question, so I don't get into Facebook jail. Did I hear you correctly when you said don't do more than 10 people a day with following?
The following, I've never heard. I mean, and like what I was telling you, when I first started doing it, I followed 500 people in one day, and I did not get in jail.
Wow.
I don't know why, but the following, I haven't heard anybody get in jail. It's with the sending of too many messages and spamming your links in the groups that people end up in jail.
Okay.
If you're also trying to post something that Facebook thinks is inappropriate, that could land you in jail too.
Well, that should land you in jail. Actually, it should get you booted out for life.
Well, I mean, sometimes I've had trouble. I know Brian Finale is really trying to has been working with Facebook. I've had some trouble doing some just regular, like my webinar link. There is a way to shorten your link, or I have some branded domains that I transfer it to that. So if you do end up, let me know if you're trying to post a Facebook, an MLSP link, and you get an error message. For a while there, they were really cracking down about it. I haven't had a problem recently, but let me know, because there's a couple things I can show you what to do so you can, whatever it is that you want to post. And if you are posting, like on your timeline, images get more attention, and so videos are at the top of the list, but if you can put an image with your post too, it'll grab more attention.
Yeah, I'm on my Facebook page right now, and
Okay.
I like when I'm on my Facebook page, I don't see my follow button. It's got update info and then view activity log.
Well, it may be the way you have it set. I'm not sure. if you come back over here go back over to settings.
I did.
When you get a chance, because it sounds to me it's like the way that you have now. I can't, if I go to mine, I can't see it either. I don't think that you're going to be able to see it up. There's a way, and actually I'm not really sure how to do it. There is a way that you go into your settings, and Facebook lets you pull up a view that how everybody else sees your page.
Right.
And it's not going to look exactly how your page looks to you when you're viewing it.
Okay.
I wouldn't worry about it too much, because I mean I went over. Actually,
Okay.
I'll go over to yours again. It is exposed.
Well, that's why I was so shocked when you pulled it up, and I'm looking, where did that come from? Because I don't see it.
Yeah, it's the way they said, and I'm finding that with most social media accounts, the way that you see your profile and your account is different how the public views it, and it's I think they set it up like that on purpose, because I know
Right.
I was on my YouTube channel, and I'm having a banner made, and every time I upload it and all this stuff is blocked off, and I keep telling her, I said, I mean, it's blocking half the writing on it, and when you go, other people looking at it, it looks fine.
Right. Right.
So I think it's the, I mean, it seems like something with the social media accounts, so
Okay.
I wouldn't worry about that too much.
Well, this is a lot of information, very helpful for.
Yeah, thank you, Linda.
Yeah. Billy, do you have more questions? Because I mean, I want to do, you know, for you to start getting some leads. I mean, if you don't have an autoresponder, they will go into and MLSP will send some follow-ups up. But
I'm gonna have to get an autoresponder. I'm gonna have to do the free trial you sent me,
okay.
and I'm gonna have to follow at least, like you said, 50 people a day. I mean, not 500, but I'm gonna have to try to build as many connections as I can. And
the other thing I'll tell, I mean, in my like if your daily method of operation, the following, and then connect with 10 people. I mean, that's separate than the following. Either, you know, like go into a group like, you know, My Lead System Pro, or when you're going through your news feed and you're talking to people. I mean, I find that you know, you can direct message people too. I mean, if you find somebody that you want, you know, when you're doing following, you find somebody you got some mutual friends with, go over to their profile. I mean, see if, you know, if you're following them, if you can leave, like what I was doing, leave a comment, or sometimes I'll just direct message somebody and say something like, you know, I see we have some friends in common. I sent you a friend request, and that starts a conversation. Like last night, I was talking to somebody that, you know, I looked at her page. She lives in the same state that I do. Look for something that you can, you know, strike up a conversation, and I find that natural conversations, you know, I try to start with personal stuff because I don't want to get spammy or business. I'm like, you know, hey, here's my deal, and start like that, and then, you know, you'll see the person again coming through your news feed to start conversations like that, and then sometimes people just say, well, hey, what do you do? And or if they point something out, then it leads into something. And what I do personally do is, and we can do another hangout like this if you guys think this is helpful.
It is.
I bring people in this branded domain that I showed you about. I did this in MLSP. You guys can do this. This is Funnelizer. You can make some really cool capture pages. Most of the people that I bring into my funnel, I'm bringing them in on my newsletter, because I'll be talking to people and I'll say, you know, someone will say to me, God, you know, I'm not getting any leads. And I'll say to them, hey, I have a really cool newsletter. If you give me your email address, I'll add you. And I've gotten tons of leads like that.
So do most of your leads come from that domain?
Yeah. And when I post, I mean, I learned this from Kai Lowe about putting my branded domain there. I'll just have people, I'll post something, and they'll just go, they click on that and they opt in. I mean, I wasn't doing that for a while, and I heard him I was on some webinar, and I heard him say, because I noticed he did it, and you know, and it's inexpensive to do a domain name like this, and you can attach, you can go in the Funnelizer, set something up like this, and attach it, and then you're branding yourself too. I mean, it looks professional, and you know, just when you post something, or you could just, you know, I put something on last Friday like Happy Freaky Friday, and all these people start, you know, and I get leads that way. It's it's another way to use Facebook, and you're not spamming anybody, because that's where people get turned off. I mean, I don't know if you guys have it, but I get, people private message you, and this is terrible. They'll throw your I mean, I've been taught you never give someone your link unless they ask you for it. They just dump their links in, private messaging. So, I mean, that's the way to kind of just move the conversation to see if there's something you can help somebody with. Or if somebody says to you, oh, I'd like to learn how to do Facebook ads. There's free trainings in the back office of MLSP. Say, oh, hey, here, I have a free training. And you get a link.
It's definitely all about branding yourself as the leader. And I don't have very many things out there that is branding me as the person I need to be in order for people to follow me. Like you brand yourself as a leader every day. You have everything you need. So that's what I need to do is, on top of getting all these followers and getting people to go to my page, it's not going to be worth it unless I brand myself as a leader.
Right, and the other thing, I'll throw this out to you guys. If you want, I'm certainly, we can do a webinar and pick a topic, and I can bring you guys out like on a panel like this. I mean, it's just exposure. I mean, I can probably get 40 or 50 people to a webinar, and I'm not up in MLSP that high yet that I could do one of the like the Hangouts, but we can certainly do that, because if you've got more people, getting people out there, and just you can pick something that you've learned. And come on a webinar and share it. I mean, if you don't feel, I know doing I was scared to death when I did my first webinar. But if you guys want to come out, we can do one. We can pick a date and time that's good for us. We do it about Facebook. You pick something that you've learned and share it, and we'll see how many people come. I mean, it's another way to get yourself out there.
Yeah, it's worth it.
Yeah, I mean, so people see you, and then when you get a result, and sometimes if you don't have any of your own results, share somebody else's. I mean, you guys are welcome, if you're going to post up on your timeline, you're welcome to tag me, because then it comes on my timeline, and it'll just get you more exposure. I mean, just if you have something, like Billy, you're into weight training and stuff. You could have a tip about that. And put a picture. I mean, you'd be surprised at what draws people towards you. I mean, and really, you're trying to draw people that are going to be attracted to you. They may be attracted to you, but not attracted to me.
Right.
So I'm just trying to give you guys some ideas to, in your personal profile. Yeah, I mean, do the 80-20. Take one of those Facebook cheat sheets, the giveaways, and put that on the timeline. But the other stuff, try to keep it more about you, family, boyfriend, girlfriends, that kind of thing, so people get to know you. Mm-hmm. It's all part of the, it's part of the process. And some people, if you have something funny to share, a video, or I don't know if you know some good jokes, anything to try to start engaging people, and just kind of take a look around. Come over on my page and see, or look at some of the people that I'm friends with, and go over to their page and just kind of see what people are doing, and try to get involved in conversations that'll get you out there, branding yourself. And in the MLSP group, go in and start looking at some of the threads. If there's something that you feel like you can comment on it. Because a lot of the people that I've got, like when I do a webinar, a lot of them are in MLSP, and I just have met them by, I'll just go in that group, and if there's something I know, and I the videos that I've done, and I've been able to say, oh, I have a video about that. It's just, who can you help? There's somebody behind you that knows less than you do. I mean, I know you guys, you may think you don't know anything, but believe me, you know more than most people. Some people don't even, they know what Facebook is, but they don't even have an idea of how one thing about following that. You learned a couple things tonight, hopefully.
Right.
You know more than most people. There's somebody behind you that needs help. When I first started thinking, what? I don't know anything. But really, you do. There's tons of people out there that are, and we've got MLSP gives you, you got the free stuff to give out. You're giving value. If you guys want to set, and Billy, if you need some help, I mean, set up an event. I've got that free app that I use, and just pick something and just give it out and see if you get some leads that way.
So once I start following people, can I go to my followers list and then go through my followers list and go on their profiles and then engage on their photos and stuff? Like,
That's a great idea.
Like, do you do that? I mean, have you gone through your 5,000 followers and then start going and commenting on their stuff?
The people following me, I don't do that. I've been doing that to the people that I'm following because I'm trying to get
that's
that.
what I mean, people that you follow.
Right. There's no limit to the number of people that can follow you, as far as I know. But I've been trying to get that number down because I'm kind of slowed down because of that, because I don't want to hit that number. And I know I've asked Diane about it a couple of times. She seems to never get up near that number. I'm not exactly sure. I think because she's been doing it so much longer than I have. I mean, I'm really kind of, because I tell you, the follow thing is just so non-invasive. I mean, you're not, some people aren't even going to notice, but the other ones, when you start doing it, you start activating. It's really about, there's a reticular activation thing in our brains that you're just kind of like putting yourself in front of somebody, and it's just so, it's so easy. I mean, if you start doing that consistently, and you look at where, write something down today where you're at, look at your friends and your people following you, and see where you are in 30 days. If you do that every day, and, I mean, do 15 minutes in the morning and 15 minutes at night. Don't go crazy with it like I did, but it's just so simple. But Billy, that's a good idea. If you've got more people following you, that's one way you can go over and say, hey, and pick something on their. I like to try to see if I can find something on their profile. That's
what I mean, though. Like, if I accumulate, within, next Tuesday, say I follow 50 people a day, seven days a week. Next
right.
Tuesday, can I start going through the list that I have of people that I followed and then start engaging on their walls?
Yeah, I think that's a great idea. Just go in, and since you are following them, if you just do the little @ sign, you can tag them, and look at the, and if you go to somebody's profile and they haven't been on in 30 days, just move on. If they've been, you want people that are active too. So if they haven't posted anything in the last 24, because you want them to respond to you. If they haven't posted in the last 24 to 48 hours, just go move on.
Yeah, I need more exposure for sure.
And some people just, they're not going to answer you, and that's even whether you're following them or like if you send them a private message. I mean, I had somebody yesterday that answered a message I sent them a month ago, and I was like, I mean, because
Can you respond a month later?
Yeah. I was like, I can see you're really on top of stuff. You want people that are active, and somebody that's really active and they're working, they're going to be posting. I mean, I post 2 or 3 times a day to my profile. If I'm not on my profile, for probably more than 24 or 36 hours, probably something's wrong. Because you want to let people know you're out there. You're going to, if they come to you and they need something, that I like to get back to people in 24 hours, that you're going to be there.
Yeah.
It's just a good rule of business.
So I guess that's my game plan, is to just, because I've been doing it a little differently. I wasn't able to find people as fast doing it the way I was doing it. So I'm gonna follow people and then engage on. Does it take like 24 hours before you can engage on their wall after you follow them?
No, you should be able to do it immediately. There's no, as far as I know, there are sometimes I've come on Facebook and there's just been some funky stuff going on, and I just think, I know there's times I've gone on and I can see the top of my page and I can see my name, but when I go look down, there's like nothing in my news feed and I can't see what's been posted, and that hasn't happened in a while, but once in a while Facebook gets a little bit weird, and they are always changing stuff. And I try to, when I find out changes, do videos about them. But and they may change something about the following. But as far as I know, there shouldn't be any delay. That you can just go ahead and, if you follow somebody Tuesday, that you want to go comment Wednesday. But I mean, I really make the point: do the following and then connect. I mean, at one point I was connecting before I started working about 40 hours at a job again. I was connecting with 25 people a day. I mean, if you want to speed things up.
So I can follow someone and then engage literally basically right away with them after I follow them?
Yeah, you can. If you want to follow somebody and then go over to their profile and poke around and see if there's something.
Yeah, I would rather do that if I can.
Yeah, if you look at their profile, see if they've put anything on it recently, and then make a comment and then do the @ sign so that they get tagged. Yeah, I mean, and Bill, you'll find that when you go start doing this, you'll find things that you'll kind of make it your own. Because when I've learned things from somebody else, I'm tweaking them and doing it just a little bit differently.
Like copywriting?
So you kind of make it your own. Are you guys still there?
Yeah, I'm here.
Okay. No, I'm getting this echo. Are you guys getting an echo?
A little bit.
Okay. All right. But I mean, if this is helpful to you, we can do another one. And Leonie, I mean, she never did get on, did she?
Yeah, it was great for me.
Yeah, I enjoyed it. We could do them whenever you want.
Okay. Well, I mean, we can, if you want to do another one, we can pick a date and time that works for all of us.
Yeah, I would like to do it just to not only hear some more insight from people who are doing the IPAs that I want to do, income producing activities, but I'd like to share my results so that I can stay on track. You know what I mean?
We can do. I mean, we can. If you guys want to, I mean, I'll look at my calendar, and I don't know what weekends are like for you guys, but we can. I mean, we can do a hangout like this. I mean, I'm cool, And I was just talking to somebody tonight that I think he's gonna sign up on Thursday. That he's having some of the same difficulties, and I think he's having some technical challenges just with the computer. But we can do this. I mean, I'm cool with it because anything I can help you guys with.
I appreciate it. Yeah, but and weekends are okay for me, depending on what the time is. But generally Saturday afternoon or Sunday afternoon before football starts.
Okay, I know football. I'm a football fan myself. Billy, what time zone are you in?
Eastern time zone. Eastern
Okay,
Pacific.
I think we're all on Eastern. Leonie lives in Australia, so I think at this time of night it's in the morning. But I mean, I can. I'll look at my calendar and see. I'll put like a date or two or time in the group, and then we can do another hangout. I'm cool with it. I mean, because if there's anything I can help you guys with, and leave questions and stuff in the group. I mean, I'm checking it all the time. But and if when you're doing this and you run into stuff, write them down, and then if you bring them back, or if you're having conversations with people and you're not sure what to say, if you put them in the group, I might be able to guide you a little.
Yeah, I'm not running into that situation. I feel very comfortable with because I've had a lot of sales jobs. That's the part the situation that I'm having is actually getting to the computer and not getting stuck in my news feed and actually getting to doing the work. I feel like if I had, like now I have something to do specific that I can do every day that is going to provide me with the results that I want. But sometimes, man, you get stuck at the news feed, and I don't want to do that anymore.
It is. Facebook is terribly distracting, I have to say, and I know. I mean, and then too. I mean, I know my own situation because when I was in foreclosure, I was like, I just can't get on this computer and screw around. So, I mean, if you make your mind up, say I'm going to get on for an hour and go follow people and connect and because there's not, something can come through your newsfeed and you can get distracted in a second.
Yeah, I'll send you to a different website and you'll be like, oh.
Yeah. The other thing I'd encourage you to do is, because the other thing you want to do is be creating content and learning how, and I can cut a video to show you how to cut a basic video, but pick some, whether it's video or blog, if you like to write blogging, because you want to get some content out there. So just be thinking about that, because aside from meeting people, I know my videos have drawn a lot of people to me because they're asking me for stuff. So think of something. And if you like writing, blogging's a great. I mean, I decided to get a blog up, and I'm just putting my videos on a blog.
Yeah, I would like to start doing workout videos and also nutrition blogs and workout blogs, and I want to attract people that are in marketing and like to.
You can do that as well. And I'm just, my blog right now, I'm just taking them and I'm putting my videos on my blog. But that's a great thing for you, because that's something, if you're, and you really find something you're passionate about. And if it's weight, work,
For me, weight training I'm passionate about. So I've been
weight training or, nutritionals, hey, go for it. All right. Well, I'll put a couple dates or times next week in the group, and we can do another hangout.
Thank you very much.
You're welcome. I mean, put your questions in the group. If you're having issues, ask me, and we'll pick another time out. And we can do this, because if this is helpful, let's do it.
Okay.
All right.
Thank you.
All right.
Take care, Billy. Thanks, Linda.
Okay, see you, Dale. See you, Linda.
All right, Billy, thanks, and I'll talk to you guys soon.
See you.
All right, bye.